Hello children, welcome you all back to 10th Standard Bridge Course Session 2. Before we could start today's session, let us recall the last session's assignments. Hope all have done the assignments. We'll check your answers. I have selected today 2 words from the assignments. Make sentence using the same word as a noun and a verb. Hope all completed it. Let's check the answers. I have taken help today. Help as a noun. Thank you for all your help. Help as a verb. I was only trying to help. Try. Try as a noun. Try to do it the best of your abilities. Try as a verb. Now I will try to persuade you. Hope your answers are correct. Yes, good. So, resuming back to today's session, I would like to ask you to sit back and watch a small video that will be very helpful for today's session.
The modal verbs.
What are you gonna do here, Grandma?
Well, I'm gonna make pizza.
Can I help you?
Yes, of course, but you should wear an apron. Perfect. First we must mix everything, in order to obtain the dough. Now we must roll the dough with the rolling pin.
Can I do it, please?
Yes, of course. Now we're gonna top it with tomato sauce, cheese, onion, bacon and mushrooms.
Can I slice the onion?
No, you shouldn't.
Why not?
Because your eyes may start to burn, and tears may run down your face. But you can cut the bacon. You must be careful with a knife, and you shouldn't cut it so fast. Now we must put it in the oven.
How long should we bake our pizza?
We shouldn't bake it for more than 15 minutes, it could get burned. The pizza must be ready now. Let's take a look.
Grandma, is the pizza ready? It smells delicious.
You must wash your hands before you eat. Let's eat pizza now. You must be very hungry.
Yeah, we are. Grandma, could you pass me the ketchup, please?
Of course, here you are.
Thanks.
Would you like some more?
No, thanks. I would like an ice cream now.
Let's go to the park and have some ice cream, shall we?
That sounds awesome. Shall I take my bike too? And shall I take my roller skates?
Sure, you can take your bike and roller skates too.
It's so great that you can roller skate, Michelle. I wish I could do it too. It must be terrific. Don't worry, I will teach you soon.
But you can ride your bike without training wheels now. That's great too. You should be content with that for now.
Look at these beautiful flowers. Can I pick them, Grandma?
No, you mustn't pick the flowers.
Can I drink water from this fountain?
No, you shouldn't drink water from that fountain. It's not healthy. You might get sick. This is a special fountain. If you throw a coin into the water, you can make a wish. It might just come true.
Grandma, will you buy buy me a chocolate ice cream, please?
Yes, of course.
I would like a vanilla ice cream.
Hello.
Hello. May I help you?
I would like 3 single cones of ice cream, please.
May I have a double cone, Grandma?
You shouldn't eat so much, because you can get a sore throat.
What flavor would you like?
I would like vanilla, chocolate and strawberry flavor, please.
The ice cream was delicious, but I don't like the cone.
You mustn't throw rubbish on the ground, Alice. You must throw it into the garbage can. You mustn't climb up the slide. You may hurt yourself, and you may hurt other kids too. Ladders are for climbing. Alice, you must wait your turn. Excuse me, may I sit here?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Shall we go home now, girls?
Could we stay a little bit longer, please?
Oh, that might be your mom. Yes, she is. She must be curious to know what we're doing.
Thanks for watching.
Was the video useful? Yes, it was simply superb. So, you understood what was the video about. You saw Alice and her grandmother conversing with lot and lot many models, isn't it? Yes, children, we are going to learn about models today. Models are auxiliary verbs which are 13 in number. They are used frequently in our speech. They play a vital role in conversation, preferences, etc. They are used to indicate modes like request, permission, command, promise, threat, refusal, hope, wishes, obligations, intentions, probability, possibility, ability, suggestion, preferences, etc. Now let's see few models and their usage. So the first model here I have chosen can. The usage of can be derived here in many ways. Now let us see about ability. The first usage is about ability. Ability is something which we are trying to exhibit our talents. The first example is I can speak English fluently. So it shows my talent, it shows my ability. I can speak English fluently. The next example, can I lift this box? The first example tells us my ability of speaking English fluently. Second example, there is a quest here. Can I lift this box? So, moving to informal. The usage here informal is can I help you? You are asking someone. Can I help you? So, possibilities, there is chance. There is chance of cancer can be caused in many ways. But here there is a possibility smoking can cause cancer. This is a possibility where we are using. Smoking can cause cancer. The next model could. Here the same ability is used in past. So, I could run fast when I was young. It shows the ability not at the present, it shows the ability of our past. I am not telling about my present days, I am telling about my past days. When I was young, I could run fast. I could run fast when I was young. Next, request. Could I ask a question? When the teacher completes the lesson or explanation, after the explanation, there is a session of recapitulation. When the teacher asks us some doubt, you say, could I ask a question? Next is possibility, the usage of possibility here. When rain comes, extreme rain could damage the crops. Extreme rain could damage the crops in the sense, when rain comes, there is a prediction, might be extreme rain, heavy rain could damage the crops. Suggestion, when you are supposed to tell someone, when someone is waiting for a vehicle, you would suggest them, we could take a taxi. May. So, may is always used as a permission. Here, polite permission, may I come in? Usually, it is followed with I. May I come in? May I get in? May I climb up? May I sit down? These are some polite permissions. Without permissions, you are not supposed to sit down. Without permission, you are not supposed to get inside. Polite permission is applied with the modal may. Next is wish. We are using may always when we are wishing somebody. May all your dreams come true. May God bless you. May this year be a bright for your future. May God shower all His blessings on you. You can tell many other examples. Again, may is used in possibility. I may go UK next week. I am not sure of going. I may go UK next week. Might. Here you have got two usage. One is possibility and suggestion. In possibility, it might rain today. So, elders say, when they predict, it might rain today. Suggestion, you might have come earlier. Suppose you have missed something. I am just suggesting you might have come earlier. Will is always used for a future plans. I will go to Kerala next month. I will. So, you are sure that you plan to go to Kerala. So, I will go to Kerala next month. Promises. I will study well. When will you promise? You always promise to your parents and elders. I will study well. Better than last year. I will do it. I will complete it. I will complete my notes. I will complete my assignments. Yes. Willingness. It is always done. Will is for willingness. I will pray without any force. I will pray for everyone. There is no force in this. We try to pray for everyone. It is from our own will. So, I will pray for everyone. Would. It's often used in past. I would have helped him. When you missed something, you use this word. I would have helped him. Would can also be used in habits. I would have ice creams. I would have ice creams. It's your habit. I would have coffee. Polite request. Would is also used as polite request. Would you help me? When you are asking help to somebody, you go polite in a polite way. Would you help me? Would you give me this? When you are asking something, when you are requesting somebody, you would say, would you help me? That will be very good. When you are politely asking someone, it is a request. Would you help me? Would you give me this? Would you write for me? Would you talk for me? Next, shall. It's usually used with we. So, in shall, I have taken here permission and suggestion as usage. Shall we leave the class? It's a permission actually when you are asking your teacher. Shall we leave the class? Or you can ask your friends, shall we leave the class? Shall we leave home? Yes. Suggestions. You are suggesting somebody to go out. We shall go to shopping tomorrow. We shall go outing tomorrow. We shall go park today. Should. Should, the usage of should comes under recommendations, opinion, advice, suggestion. So, for recommendation, we should wear mask while going out. So, it's a strong recommendation. We should wear, it's compulsory now, it's mandatory. We should wear mask while going out. So it is a strong recommendation that has to be followed. An opinion or advice. You should consult a cardiologist in case someone tells you about their health issue. You are suggesting them, or you are giving an opinion, or you are advising them to consult a cardiologist. Or you can say, if they have some other problem, you can say the specialist. Suggestion. Suggestion is, we should protect our environment. It's each and everyone's duty. It can be suggested. We should protect our environment. Ought. Ought has to be followed by to. So here you have two. One is moral obligation and duty. We ought, it is compulsory, it is mandatory, we ought, it is each and everyone's responsibility, right? We ought to be punctual. So it cannot be expressed as an order, it can be a moral obligation. We ought to be punctual. Duty, we have many duty to follow. We have taken here, we ought to follow rules and regulation. Maybe the rules and regulation of traffic, the rules and regulations of the government, what has been given to us. So it's all about models. Before we could go to the next topic, let's sit back and watch a small video. Yes, I think you guessed it well. Yes, we are going to learn about question tags. Question tag. What is a question tag? Question tag is an auxiliary verb plus a pronoun which is put at the end of a sentence, either to ask for more information about something, to confirm something which we believe is true. Sentence plus auxiliary verb plus pronoun. So, sentence plus auxiliary verb plus pronoun, the combination of it will be a question tag. Question tag relates directly to the noun. Question tags can either have a rising or a falling intonation. If the main sentence is affirmative, the question tag is negative. So, try to understand, if the main sentence is affirmative, the question tag is negative. Need to follow it. Example, so you do live here, don't you? The main sentence here is affirmative. So, you do live here. The question tag here is don't you? Got it? Remember, sentence which use a negative or limiting adverb such as never and hardly and other words if that type, they never go on holiday, don't they? So, here we are using a negative word in the main sentence, never. Even they are positive in constructions, they are treated as a negative by question tags. So, not. Everything is okay, isn't it? Nothing matters, does it? Sentence which are indefinite nouns such as someone, anyone, no one and everyone can be tricky with question tags. Negative adverb question tags. Remember, using never, hardly, etc. even though the verb is affirmative, the sentence is negative as I said. Indefinite nouns. No one came, do they? No one came, do they? Remember, some, any, every, no one use they in the question tag. So, you need to remember this. Some, any, every, no one use they in the question tag. What does this image tell us? Sit down. Won't you? Open the window. Will you? What does this image tell us? Yes. Keep quiet, won't you? Don't go outside, will you? Coming to double positions and opinions. You are getting married, are you? You just lost your wallet, did you? So, question tags are to be used like this in double positions. Are you? Did you? I have brought you two examples. You are getting married, are you? You just lost your wallet, did you? This is quite a common way of reacting when people have just learnt news or when somebody is reacting in an emotional way to something. Opinion. I think he is a great teacher. So, when you come across this word, when you are telling your opinion on someone, you are suggesting, you are giving your opinion. Oh, he is a good teacher. He is a great teacher. I think he is a great teacher. Do I think? The question tags tells you, do I? Whether I am telling correct or no. Or else it can be used in such a way. Opinion can be in another way. I think he is a great teacher, isn't he? There are two ways of using opinion here. I think he is a great teacher. Do I? The next is, I think he's a great teacher, isn't he? If you start a sentence with I think, don't use a question tag do. Well, coming to today's assignment, complete the dialogue with suitable models. Manu, excuse me sir, dash you repeat the explanation again, please. Teacher, why do you want me to repeat it? You dash be very attentive when I am teaching. Manu, sorry sir, dash I hear you properly. Teacher, I dash now explain it again, pay attention. Manu, thank you sir. Hope you understood what has to be filled in the assignment. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this session.